Billy Goat is a snitch and wants nothing to do with his wife. We have learned a lot in the last 2 episodes of Beyond the Gates, and I'm here to tell you what you need to know. So Bill goes directly to Joey, skips out on makeup sex with Haley to tell him that Doug is gunning for him and knows everything about the money laundering business. In this conversation, we learn that Bill is not loyal to Doug, even though he's known him for quite some time, since college apparently. He's loyal to Joey and wants him to know what's going on. We also learn that Joey actually loves Vanessa. He wants to be with her. We get that in this scene as well whenever they're talking, but also with him and Vanessa. Which, bottom line, Bill is a snitch and wants nothing to do with his wife, Haley. Now, if you remember, Haley told Bill, you have to go to Danny and tell her it's over. And I think this just screams how insecure she is with this relationship. The fact that Bill him-hawed about telling Haley what he told Danny just tells me that there's still some feelings for Danny there. And I don't know, maybe he's thinking about a relationship or a future with her in some way or somehow. But yeah, these two together, I don't think their marriage is going to last. Speaking of marriage, these two got drunk on Thursday's episode, and now on Friday, they're at the private jet center, waiting in the lounge for the jet heading to Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but not in this case. They're going to get married in Vegas, or they're going to get very close to getting married and perhaps come to their senses and realize, wait, I'm still obsessed with my ex-husband and you're still obsessed with Ashley, and we're just commiserating with each other. Tomas and Kat are done. Please stop putting them in bed together, because clearly this lady does not want to have sex with this man. And at this point, I don't think it's her. I think that a more experienced partner, a better partner in bed would have been able to figure out how to get her going at this point. So please stop putting them together and let Tomas get with Eva, because I have a feeling their sex, they are gonna have sex. Their sex is going to be hot. Nicole still loves this man. That's why she is so irked by the fact that Ted and Dana had sex, and no explanation, even though Ted was shit-faced, is going to make her feel better about it. She actually said, I'm gonna use this in court, but we know they're gonna find their way back to each other some way, somehow. Doug is gonna get Randy killed with this Joey Armstrong mess. He's supposed to be out of town, not being Doug's sounding board and not being Haley's friend Sammy. And finally, we had a very touching moment between Anita and Leslie where they talked about Barbara. Of course, Anita was apprehensive to even talk to Leslie about her mom, but she softened and she told her about their upbringing and how Barbara is the reason for the articulates. And it was a very sweet scene. And I'm glad we got to see these two together acting in a way that wasn't in angst, wasn't in anger, because most of their scenes have been that because of Miss Dana Leslie Thomas. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments about these last 2 episodes. And I'm excited to watch today's episode here in a little bit. You know, I'm your West Coast cousin, so I don't see it until 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock for you all, 2 o'clock for me over here.